Hey, it's Unitedcypher Presents. I'm your host, Evan, and this is DeHart, as always.
Yo.
How you guys doing today? Well, it'd be great. Wouldn't it be great if the audience could respond to us asking it questions, like, live? That'd be great. We should do, like, this live sometime, like, in front of people. It's only going to be people we know.
I would like to do that.
Like a live version of the show. It'd only be people
like
we know, obviously. Yeah, like, definitely in public. Well, that's what live means.
Yeah.
This is live, recorded live.
Yeah.
When I say live, I mean live, like, in front of human beings that aren't us. Aren't us the ones talking. That's what I mean by live.
If we found a space to do that, that would be great.
That would be great. We might be able to work that out sometime. Well, I wanted to call this, I jokingly call this the Heavily Distracted Edition, because right now I am playing Grand Theft Auto 5. It just came out like 3 days ago. It's fucking great, but it's so great that I can also play it and while I'm talking. Or at least try to anyway.
So what are your thoughts so far?
My thoughts are, whoa.
You care to turn it down just a bit?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a mission. Hold on. My thoughts are, it's the best one they made. It could be quite, I mean, based on the story alone, I hate to say it, I have to determine that later. It could be the best game Rockstar's ever made, like up there with Red Dead Redemption and I mean, that's really the best one, I think. I think up until this game, the best game they'd ever made was Red Dead Redemption. But I don't know. This could be it. This could be right up there with it. Who knows? And that will be solely determined for me upon the story, although the mechanics are better. The graphics are way, way better. The story so far is way more fucking hilarious and more intricately woven, although I do feel like the African-American protagonist, Franklin, is a little kind of left out of the main story, because it seems to be mostly about Trevor and Mike, the two mains.
You know, you haven't worked all the way through the main story, so he could come in and heavier as it goes on.
This is true.
And to go with this, the kind of general theme that you've set up with of GTA.
Or being heavily distracted. Or which one is it?
No, Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
I've got some stories on crime.
All right, crime. Well, don't we talk about crime a lot?
No, not really.
Really?
Mostly we talk about science things.
And mischievousness. Lots of mischievousness, but not crime necessarily, right?
Yeah. Mostly it's people's stupid decisions and things like that. All right. This is a fresh one. Beanie Babies creator charged with tax evasion.
So the guy made those pointless little dolls from the late 90s, early Audies, I guess. I can't remember when they came out. It was mid to late 90s, wasn't it? So he's in trouble with the law. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, he made billions off of fucking Beanie Babies.
Okay, so obviously he owned a styrofoam beam plant somewhere in Malaysia, and he's been hiding the profits somewhere, obviously in some kind of tax haven, right?
Well, if it were a tax haven, he wouldn't,
He wouldn't have got caught.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like he probably just had a bad accountant.
He should have called Saul, honestly. That's another thing that's been going on, Breaking Bad, and they're going to have a spin-off show with Bob Odenkirk, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, that sucks for him. Really
I just thought it was kind of funny.
It's hilarious.
I can imagine him working at the as part of his sentence. He'll be in a prison camp working at a Build-A-Bear sweatshop.
But before he was going to Bilderberg meetings because he had so much money. That's the only joke I can really come up with from that. Yeah, that sucks for him. That news just dropped today or recently?
Oh, that was today. Yeah.
Well, next thing you know, the guy who made Transformers is like doing cocaine off of Satan's dick in the middle of a sweat lodge somewhere, and then he'll get busted for selling black tar inside of his toys, black tar heroin inside of his toys. Who fucking knows? As the guy, no, you know what I want to see? I want to see the person who invented those stupid. You remember those stupid fucking Cabbage Patch dolls?
Yeah.
I just want to see them on fire. I don't care if they're in trouble with the law. Just to see them catch fire suddenly. That would be funny.
Spontaneous combustion, or do you want them
Spontaneous
to be like...
Cabbage Patch combustion. That's what I want.
The harvest comes early this year.
What about more crime? Let's see what we got here. Suspect nabbed after leaving keys at bank robbery. Wow, that's some Austin, Indiana level of crime there.
Oh, this was in Portland, Oregon.
Oregon?
And You wouldn't expect that from a guy who looks like that, because that looks like a guy who's serious about crime.
Yeah, but he also looks like he's a little stoned. And if you know, as you should know, my friend, living with many stoners over the years, people who are stoned, what's the first thing they do? They lose their goddamn keys.
Yeah.
Every day. Like, every fucking day. Even if the key has, like, an alarm on it or something. They're going to lose it. So that's what he did. He got stoned and robbed the bank. What you should do, be sober, rob the bank, so you don't leave your keys there by accident, and then you won't leave...
Go get stoned with the stolen money.
No, don't do... Yeah, then, exactly. Blow all your money on the weed then. Don't get stoned, rob a bank, and then, pull the typical stoner bullshit by leaving your fucking keys at the crime scene.
This doesn't look like a weed guy, though.
Well, weed, heroin, and meth. He does it all. He does that main cocktail, like where you just do every single fucking drug simultaneously. But that's what it's what he fucking gets. I mean, how many guys do you know have a Powerpuff Girls keychain on their fucking Maserati? Obviously, this fucking guy got caught. Obviously. That sucks for him, dude. That's the worst. I need better crime though. That's kind of lame.
Okay,
something serious.
I really like this story, and it's like this would make a pretty good movie if you just change some of the details. Okay. It says legendary thief caught by retired arch nemesis. That's kind of blowing it out of proportions. This guy
basically the story to DeHart.
Well, no.
Basically, I mean, go ahead and just call you out on that. That's basically the story of DeHart. But keep talking.
This thief has a very specific MO, and he's been operating for over 30 years.
That's impressive.
And
that's longer than good TV lasts. Most good TV lasts. So yeah.
Yeah. What impressive. He does is he takes out pieces of your door so as not to set off the alarm.
Oh.
And then it's like he snakes his way through the hole that he makes. And then he puts the pieces back once he's done. And what the guy specifically steals is silver. It's like that was his MO. He would steal silver from rich people because, they just... How well guarded are your forks and spoons? If you're rich, those forks and spoons are made out of silver.
Right, yeah. Or if you just don't know any better and you buy stuff at thrift shops and you come across valuable things.
Yeah. So he would steal that silver. Over the course of his career, pulled in over $5 million.
Stealing people's fucking silver.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And he was busted by a cop that recognized his MO.
His calling card, so to speak.
Basically called in. Because this guy was retired in New Jersey. These crimes were taking place in, like, Alabama, Georgia, places like that. They're down south. But he saw the crime come out.
Right.
Like, a story on it. And
he saw it in Crime Time.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful newspaper around here, by the way. Anyway, continue.
So he got in contact with the police down there, and he was the reason that the guy got pulled in.
Huh. Well, that cocksucker.
Because he recognized his work.
Yes, I can tell you where the serial pooper is just by simply looking at the stool, sir. The man who left this poop on your front doorstep was none other than Gary, the Doberman Pinscher. How did I know? Because I fed him 3 hot dogs 2 days ago. I don't know.
So it's
serial pooper, serial silver stealer. It's something similar, I guess. Not really, but so yeah, that guy is fucked now. No more. What's he gonna do? How are they gonna return all the all the silver? It's gone.
Yeah,
it's been spent.
Yeah, he sold. He cashed out.
He cashed out with the cash.
This got me thinking, what would be your ideal kind of jewel heist? Or, if you're planning a high society jewel heist, what's your plan? And to make it interesting, you can throw out one rule of reality.
If I could pull off a jewel heist, and I could, you're saying, wait a second. You just said one rule of reality I can get rid of, like a law of physics, or...
I'll give you the one I was thinking about.
Okay.
Because my plan revolves around cloning David Lee Roth circa 1984, the year or the album, and using...
Both are pretty good, because that was a good time for them, for Van Halen in general.
Exactly. Yeah. So you airdrop him in to your...
Could he just jump there? God. Anyway, keep talking. Keep talking.
And do the splits while he's in the air.
The whole time. Just a giant jump where he's splitting. Yeah, but yeah, keep talking.
Yeah, so you drop him into the place that you're going to steal from. Yeah, he'll be doing his crazy coked out David Lee Roth like,
yeah, you telling you guys, I just need to go crazy right now. You want to see me jump? All right, Van Halen, baby. Wow. Yeah, that'd be him doing his thing.
Doing that and scatting all over the place.
I'm about to scat all over the place just from doing that David Lee Roth impression, to tell you the truth. Keep talking.
So, yeah, with a distraction like that, you can just walk in and take anything you want. At least that's my plan.
So, the one rule you would break is cloning, I guess. Accurate cloning. And it would be available in the 80s.
We can't clone.
Well, we can, but it's just not good. They come out looking like
We've never
Bizarro.
Successfully cloned a human.
Not yet. Well, as far as you know.
Well,
not cloning like you know it.
Realians have done it. They just won't prove it.
That's true. The lizard people, man, they'll eventually admit to it. Anyway, so the one thing you pick is cloning. You wouldn't pick, like, say, being invisible. And then which you could just steal anything.
Well,
at any time.
You can steal anything that's not locked.
Well, you could take the key from the person who has the key to the thing you want to steal, and then just steal it.
What about videotapes of something just opening up? It's like, what?
Idiots will go, it's a fucking ghost. It's proof the ghost exists.
Ghost?
Yeah, exactly. And then, but yeah, you're missing the point here.
Zoinks!
You pissed me off by picking the worst possible thing to rule of reality to be in, which we're on the science and science community is on the way to fixing this anyway. We'll be able to clone people soon, or at least we won't personally, but rich people will, so they can ruin our fucking lives. But you know what I mean? You're picking the wrong power. Why not invisible? Why not super strength? You could rip a bank vault apart, take all the money out, and say, "Fuck you guys! I'm gonna kick your cop car across the street." And bullets just ricochet off you. I mean, think about it.
Well, that's
invisibility.
That's more than one. That's more than one.
Pick
rule.
one. Either one's going to be good for you. You can just run a racket where you're stronger than everybody else. A super strong man pulls a jet with his dick hole. I mean, think about it. Just think about it. You could rob people blind just by having a power, let alone bending the laws of physics currently so you could just clone David Lee Roth. Come on. Hey,
I was trying to pick something that was fun.
I think it'd be fun just to be invisible.
Invisible?
Invisible, yeah, why not? That's awesome. That's exactly what I want.
It's better than picking super strength, because what you didn't mention in super strength is being invulnerable to bullets, because that's 2 rules.
Well, no, if you were super strong and all over, then you'd be super strong to the point where bullets would just reflect off of you. that would just occur, wouldn't it? I mean, to me it would.
Well, I think that would only work if you if you were the thing.
But that is a core. To me, that's a core facet of super strength. Is what I just described.
That's not super strength. That's invulnerability.
Oh, well, whatever. Oh, fine. Iron skin. Can we call it that? You have iron skin.
So you can just not be shot. But you're vulnerable to magnets.
Well, yeah. Well, that would just suck. Well, you have anything better than what heist would I do? You didn't ask. Oh, you didn't actually let me tell you. Thanks for interrupting me, by the way. What I was totally being a dick. What heist I would do? I would pick being invisible. And I would rob the most superstitious bank that exists.
The most superstitious bank?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to go to like an old world country like Transylvania?
Yes.
What is Transylvania now? Does anyone know? I'm sure it still exists.
Call up Simon Belmont and ask him where it is. I'm sure he fucking knows.
Let's just say the Ukraine.
Let's just say, that place a place where people smell like potatoes all the time.
I have to look up now.
Please don't look up anything. What are you looking up?
What is modern day Transylvania?
This is a huge digression in our little scenario here.
This is important.
This is important stuff here. It's very important, yes. Wouldn't it be like Afghanistan? No, that's way far away.
No.
Could you imagine Dracula living in Afghanistan? It'd be way too hot there. Fuck that shit. Everyone smells like garlic there anyway. He'd just be immune. He'd be weak to everybody. If you think about it.
Romania, maybe?
I'm thinking Romania. Yeah, like you just said. Romania.
Yeah, Romania.
Transylvania, Romania, España. Ahoy! Anyway. So yeah, I'd go to first Transylvanian bank of garlic and cloves. And I rob them. Hopefully they have more than that in their bank accounts. And then after I'd taken all the money from them, because they would just think it's a specter or a spook that's robbing them. And yeah, I just have a field day fucking with their heads. I go to Georgia. Fuck, you can pull this gimmick off in fucking the United States South. You could totally pull it off. They wouldn't fucking know the difference. Oh my God, there's a fucking ghost there. And then you just go to an ICP concert and rob everybody there. That's all you have to do.
No, man, nobody told me this bank was haunted.
Yeah. I would rob the most superstitious area of the world possible. Being invisible, you could even just take one piece a day and still make enough money to live the rest of your life comfortably as an invisible thief. I mean, really, I think that's the way I'm thinking of it. What do you think of that? Is that such a terrible plan? You think I'm a dish bag?
Robbing the most superstitious place. I think you'd have to really dig in and study. It's like, all right, which people are the most superstitious? Maybe you call up some kind of sociologist. Say you're doing a.
Can you tell me who the most superstitious people are in the universe?
I bet you that you could ask somebody. You could ask a sociologist that, and they would come up with an answer.
Oh, most likely.
Well,
yeah. Their job is substantiated based on how much they can bullshit. So yeah, of course they're gonna. Oh yes, we spent several years in the South Sudan studying the superstitiousness of peoples, and we've discovered that in the South Sudan, no one is superstitious. Actually, superstition is a sign of weakness. So anytime a black cat crosses their path, they just kick the son of a bitch across the street. You've never seen anything like it. Wrap it up like it's a baby in a swaddling blanket. My name is Evan. This is DeHart. We're saying adios. Coming to you live and direct from the Super Distracted edition of Unitedcypher Podcast. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Oh, before we go.
Oh, yes, we've finished the documentary. So you go to Unitedcypher.com. You can check that shit out. You can also check it out on YouTube at Unitedcypher. If you just look up one word, Unitedcypher, capital U, you're going to find our documentary. And we would like to announce the fact that we're going to be doing video stuff, and we're still going to continue doing talks of our games, but also going to be shifting focus towards what?
We want to make some video games.
Yes, I've already been doing rapid prototyping of video games myself, personally, for the past few years, but now I'm going to have an assistant, and DeHart, who's going to be my little code monkey. I snap the whip on him, and he'll do exactly what I tell him to do. As long as I feed him bananas, everything should be fine. Stay tuned for that effort, and of course possibly an effort on Indiegogo and Kickstarter to get funds for major releases. Unitedcypher Studios doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You can be a part of it.
Watch our docs, subscribe to our shit. Just search Unitedcypher anywhere, you come up with something.
We are the top hit for Unitedcypher on Google's, so think about that. We love you. See you next time, Internet. Unitedcypher Presents.